Going into a final interview with two executive leaders of a small startup, less than 40 people at this stage, what are you looking for in the candidates that you speak to? What candidates stand out? What are the expectations? How do candidates show up best? Edit, I'm applying for an entry level SDR role. I'm pivoting from a more senior position. It's a long story, but I'm trying to break into a global market. All right. So let's go out there and see if we can go and help this person out. My name is Rich. I'm one of the co-founders here at Elevate, and one of our bread and butter programs is helping people make a transition into tech sales. For this particular, well, actually, I clicked on the wrong Reddit link. I don't know what that is, but for this particular person that has just posted up, which is blooming at dusk, going into a final round interview with two executive leaders of a small startup. Small startup, less than 40 people. That's still a pretty sizable company, but it sounds to me like this person is coming in from a much more senior level position and trying to move into a entry level SDR position. And they are doing so with this opportunity in mind of how to break into a global market. So how does a person go out there and stand out? Honestly, there's only a few things that you look for in a salesperson. Persistence, number one. Do they have some personality to them? Can they sell? Like, you're trying to think, if I'm investing in this person, am I going to get what is it that I want out of them? Because ultimately in sales, we all have a quota. So you're judging this situation by your return on investment. When you're coming in from a much more senior level position, this is actually what hiring teams are thinking about, but they will often not tell you. Is this person okay going into an entry level role? So you really need to stress your passion for this position. You really, really, really need to stress your passion for this position. Why do you see the potential here? Because the challenge that they have with much more senior level candidates is ego. They say that they're trying to break, it's like, yeah, but I believe in this industry. And then all of a sudden, they have all kinds of problems with management because the person that they're reporting to is younger than them, or they feel like they have less experience than them, and that's a sense of friction where things don't work out. So that's a potential risk. So you have all the qualifications and the skills, so you really need to talk about how well you would work with the team. Other thing is, you're talking about expectations. You should have very, very, very clearly defined expectations of how many calls need to be dialed, how many follow-ups need to be made, what are the conversion ratios, what's the quota, what's the expectation here. And the only way that I've seen people look the other way, hiring teams look the other way, is if they feel like the value that you would bring in here is so great that even if you would fight, let's just say in this case, our sales manager is Jake. Well, forget Jake. I mean, if he's going to bring in 2-3 times our quota as an expectation, I don't care if he doesn't get along with Jake because we care about the money. So something else that you also want to talk about is what is your plan to achieve these expectations and then some? Because whatever targets that they have for you, if they're really telling you the truth, it's the bare minimum. So those are things that you have to watch out for as well. How do candidates show up best? That's not a good question to ask. That's a good question to ask. I don't want to knock you. A better question to go out there and ask is going to be the following. A better question to go out there and ask is probably, where have people failed? Where have people fallen short? What is the game plan to address that? And if there's no game plan, it's up to you to talk about it, because every sales process is very, very unique. For us, we help people get enrolled to make a career transition. Our biggest hurdle is actually not financial, is getting people to believe that the job that they claim is their dream job that they can do, even though they constantly talk themselves out of it. And what they eventually do is we just present data of the number of people that will go ahead and schedule a call with us for either our tech sales program, our product management program, our HVAC program, or even our cybersecurity program. The number of people that talk themselves out of it, what's the percentage of people that end up calling us back? So you want to ask them, like, not how do people be successful here. The better question to go out there and ask is, where did people fail? And what's been the game plan for that? And that's also very telling, because you should always interview a company to see what it is that they bring to the table. If you could see that your salespeople are constantly failing in certain areas, but you're not addressing it, that might not be the best company for you to go to. Considering that you're coming from a much more senior level position, going into an entry level position, I have no idea what industry this entails, but you also have to ask, is what you're leaving behind going to what it is that you think you're getting yourself to? Is it actually worth it? We would love to go ahead and talk to you some more. You do not need to go ahead and sacrifice quality. And maybe you're thinking to yourselves, okay, well, I got to get my start somewhere, but I really want to get into this industry. You don't understand, this is the industry I've always wanted to get into. Yeah, but just understand, anything that doesn't work out in the short run is not going to go ahead and work out in the long run. Get yourself more options. Have a better plan. You'll end up in a better place, and then you won't need to watch videos like this or post up on Reddit what it is that you need to do, because you'd be happy working at where it is that you're at. Okay, my name is Rich. I'm one of the co-founders here at Elevate. Please schedule a call with us. Either somebody on my team or myself would love to go ahead and speak with you. If you'd like to go ahead and speak with me directly, this is my LinkedIn handle right here. And believe me when I say I am not difficult to find. Talk to you very, very, very soon.